Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath. Tonight, we're here at Chicagoland Speedway for the Ditka Dash. And the guys, they started the practice session a little late, so they had a shortened practice session. So we're actually up to qualifying here. So we're going to just head on down to the track now and check out some of the guys on track here. There's Patrick Hasty. He's currently running, right now he's second fastest. They're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into their qualifying session. Hasty, now he's got just bumped to third. And there's the number 3, Nate Lynch, right now on the pole as it stands. We'll see if somebody can knock that 3 machine off the top there. There's a 99 of Steven Anderson, currently running 7th. There's another one, the Lynch brothers. Mike Lynch, he's 9th fastest at the moment with that 32.123. There's a 51 machine, Scott Black, 16th quickest at the moment. The guys, they only have like 2 laps to go. So, and this is for those of you that may be new to iRacing, what they call private qualifying. All the cars are on the track at the same time, but we can only see one at a time. And as we lock in on them, we'll see their progress. There's the 11, Brian Chu. It doesn't look like he has a time yet. This is maybe his first. Okay, that's his. He's got a time lap. I'm sorry, at the 32.204. He must be on his second timed lap here. Let's see what he gets this time around. He's 15th fastest at the moment. See if he can improve. And he moves up to third quickest, 31.989. Huge jump up there for the 11 car. And there's 87 of Kyle Hall, currently 15th as he comes down the backstretch here. We'll see if where he ends up at. About 30 seconds to go in qualifying here. Here he comes down to the line here. Let's see what he came away with. And Kyle Hall, he will remain 16th position at 32.208. See, there's the 18 of Michael Guidry. Not showing a time just yet. There's still 2-3 more guys on this. Maybe one of the last guys on track, I think, that I see so far. Oh, and he wasn't able to finish his run because we moved right over to the. They're getting ready to stage now to start the race here. And while we're waiting for them to come out on track, let's take a quick look at the points here. Kyle McCoy, your leader, with Nate Lynch. Not too far behind there. Max Ward in 3rd, Dylan Glass 4th, Derek Offerman 5th position, Trey Jackson 6th, Riley Davenport in 7th place, John Marshall 8th, Brian Lynch, the other two Lynch brothers there, Brian and Mike Lynch 9th and 10th respectively, Christopher Wade 11th, and Michael Weber in 12th position. And we're going to go ahead and we're waiting for the guys to get on track here. We'll go ahead and let's put up your starting grid here. On the pole, we have Nate Lynch, Kyle McCoy starting 2nd, Brian Chu 3rd, Patrick Hasty in 4th position, Kevin Luttrell 5th. In 6th, we have Eric Conklin, 7th, Dylan Glass, Trey Jackson 8th, 9th, we have Steve Anderson. Riley Davenport rounds out the top 10. Mike Lynch is in 11th, Derek Offerman 12th position. In 13th position, we have Travis Iacovucci, 14th, Lee Tucker, Jerry Hutchison, 15th, Kyle Hall, 16th. 17th, we have Christopher Wade, and 18th, we have Scott Black. 19th, Kenneth Heasley, and Joseph Ward rounds out the top 20. 21st is Zachary Rogers. Douglas Hooper is 22nd position. Michael Weber, 23rd. 24th, we have Brian Lynch. 25th, we have Michael Guidry. 26, Robert Ramsey, and starting shotgun on the field is the 71 of John Marshall. Waiting for the pace truck to take them out. Nate Lynch, you know, he's pretty used to seeing him up there. I want to say hello to all our guys in the chat there. Thank you for coming out and being here with us in the race, and we'll be hopefully have an exciting show for you. 120 laps in store for you tonight. Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful day out there at Chicagoland today. 78 degrees. Winds are only 2 miles an hour. Boy, that track temperature is 115 degrees. And they, of course, they do run a fixed setup here, and the damage is on. We have that one faster pair, and have to use it wisely, save it as long as you possibly can. The pace truck is bringing them down the back stretch. Getting ready to get this show underway. As they come out of turn 4, pace truck will be turning down on the pit road. And there he goes. Pace truck is in, waiting for that green flag. We've got it. We're racing here at Chicagoland. Nate Lynch doing what he does best. A great start there. And, you know, we saw this last week. There's McCoy trying to keep up with the 3 machine. Brian Chu, we haven't seen him up the front too much this season, but he's right there mixing it up. There's the 45, Eric Conklin, trying to make a move on the 11 car there. Who is that down on the inside? Looks like that is the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Oh, that's who I was looking at. The 4 car, Kevin Luttrell, up in the 3rd position. He's staying ahead of the 11 of Brian Chu there. McCoy still managing to hang on to the 3 car right now. We've seen Nate Lynch get some really rocket starts, you know, starts and restarts in previous races, and he didn't get quite the gap. You know, we've seen him get over half a second, almost a second up on guys sometimes, and also some other guys had some great starts like that and get a good jump on the field, but Kyle McCoy, he is staying right there. Right around 0.2 of a second from the number 3 of Nate Lynch. But look at how they've opened up on the rest of the field here. They got about a 6 or 7 car length gap there to number 3, Kyle Luttrell. He's got the 11 of Brian Chu right on his tail. Here they are coming around for lap number 6. Luttrell still in that 3rd spot. Well, further back, there's a 16 of Dylan Glass running 6th position at the moment. Now, the Chicago isn't a terribly wide track, but you do have plenty of room to run and to race hard. You know, these guys, they're going to really be getting after it here tonight. It's another one of those tracks where you could very easily have some really long runs, and I love to see those green flag pit stops. You know, that's where that fuel mileage comes into play. You know, that, and also how these tires wear and who can deal with the changing characteristics of the handling as the tires wear down. Who can get the most out of their car on those worn tires. That is always fun to watch. Let's look a little further back. There's Patrick Hasty back in 8th spot. He's followed by the 31 of Trey Jackson. He's followed by another one of the Lynch brothers there, Mike Lynch. He's at the end of the top 10 there. He's got the 99, Steve Anderson, right there, kind of taking a look a little bit there. Thinking about making a move on the 2 car. Cars they're spread out a little bit, but they're still fairly close to the entire field. Looks like it's a pretty good pack tonight. You can see on your track map, not a whole lot of gaps in the entire field at all, except for like some of the front runners there. Let's look a little further back. There's Jerry Hutchison, number 14, running in 14th position. There's Travis Yacovucci taking a little peek on the inside as they cross the line for lap number 9. Getting real close to that 14 car. Didn't quite have the angle or the momentum to make the pass there as they go down the backstretch. You got Kenneth Heasley behind him watching all of this unfold. He's sticking right close to Yacovucci himself. I tell you, you go to make a move on one guy, and you better watch your rear because somebody might be getting ready to make a move on you as well. Oh, it looked like he might have had to chuck up just a little bit to avoid running into the 67 there. Boy, these guys are really getting after it now. Now, we got a report that Douglas Hooper, something happened to Douglas Hooper. He might have spun or something, but he's still rolling there. He's currently running 26th position. And we have, looks like Marshall wasn't able to start. I don't know if he had connection issues or not. The 71 machine showing as retired, so he may not have actually started the race. Further up, there's the 43, Robert Ramsey, 23rd spot. He's chasing Brian Lynch and company right there. Brian Lynch chasing the 64 Michael Weber there, followed by the 18 of Michael Guidry. And meanwhile, up the front, we've got a lead change, folks. Kyle McCoy, now your leader, and he's the one that's starting to open up the gap just a little bit, 0.3 of a second on Nate Lynch there. So this may be his turn today to, be the one that's out there leading the front, leading the pack there. Very long way to go, lap 13 of 120. Dylan Glass, he's now up to the 4th spot. He's made his way up through the field here. Glass has gained three positions so far. And now we also have the 4-car, Kevin Luttrell. He's gotten by the 3-car as well. He's moved up a position. And these guys, now they're starting there. There's Nate Lynch. And those top 3 there, they're in the process of kind of checking out from the rest of the field, as you can see there. It's a bit of a gap there back to the 16 of Dylan Glass. And then from there, Riley Davenport, he's running on 5th there, rounding out the top 5. Now he's got Patrick Hasty fairly close behind him there. We'll see if the 81 Davenport can hold off the 9 of Patrick Hasty. Oh, Hasty got in the wall there, I believe. He is in the wall. He managed to hold on to it. Good. The way that was a save to keep that car from flying down on the track. Patrick Hasty having some problems. We're staying green, though. He didn't cause a yellow. So good on him for that. And able to keep this thing going green. And hopefully he did not get too much aero damage, which I think does come into play here a little bit at Chicagoland. The car doesn't look that bad. Looked like he just got hung up on the wall just a little bit, dragged there along the wall there. And I tell you that sometimes when that happens, it just feels like it just sucks you up to the wall. Once you get there and trying to get the car off the wall without, spinning it out. But, yeah, he did a good job there. Trey Jackson is pulled up close now to the 9 car. Meanwhile, up the front, Kyle McCoy, he's starting to open up a gap here just a little bit. You can see that distance increasing between him and Kevin Luttrell. And Nate Lynch, they're all almost, Nate's just a little bit further back. Dylan Glass, he hasn't been able to quite get up there to the top 3 yet, and they're spaced out as it is. Riley Davenport continues in the 5th spot. But actually, he's opened up a bit of a gap there on number 2 of Mike Lynch, over a second and a half back to the 2 car. Right now, it doesn't have too much pressure on him. A little bit more of a battle going on behind him there, Eric Conklin. He's got the 20 car of, who is that, Derek Offerman, taking a peek down on the inside. I think he's going to make the move here as they go down the backstretch. Go down to turns 3 and 4. Offerman moves up to the 7th spot. And right behind them, look like Steve Anderson, he's becoming a little more heated there with the pressure from the 9 car. Patrick Hasty was taking a little look there. He's still doing good. I think he had fallen back to about 11th position. He's back up to the 10th spot. So that rub on the wall. Okay, there goes the 9 car on the 99. Going to see if he can make this pass here. Looks like he might be able to pull it off. So that rub on the wall didn't cause him hardly any damage at all that I can see. And it seems like his performance is still there. Hasty now up to the 9th position. Working on the 45 of Eric Conklin. And boy, it looked like he's just going to breeze right by the 45. A lot of these cars in the top 10 itself is starting to spread out just a little bit. And you still have your leaders up the front there. There's Kevin Luttrell. Oh, we do have a caution. And looks like it might be, let's see. Let's look at Lee Tucker, and there's the Air Force machine. You look like he might have just had a spin. The car doesn't look like it has much of any damage. Let's see. Yeah, that rear end is banged up just a little bit. Let's take a look at that on replay here, see if we can see what happened. Here we go. There's Tucker, and there's the 51 of Scott Black. And Scott, he caught that apron in the car. It just shot the car up the field, and then Tucker's trying to lock it down. I forgot, I didn't see who that was that tapped that came the nose to nose there, but fortunately nobody else was really damaged. He did a good job to get that thing under control. Let's go back and take it live here for you. Your leaders are on pit road. Here comes McCoy leading Luttrell. And there's Nate Lynch, Dylan Glass, all your leaders there. Pretty much everybody's coming on track. Let's see, Travis Yacovucci decided to stay out. It looks like perhaps Kyle Hall also stayed out, as well as Douglas Hooper. So that's your top three at the moment. And pretty much the whole field the rest of the field came in. It looks like Zachary Rogers. Is he out? He's showing retired as well. Okay, Rogers also put it behind the wall. But Yacovucci is now your leader. Let's go. Let's see if we can grab Travis here. Let's see if he's in the chat. I'm pretty sure he is. Let's see if we can move him up to the broadcast real quick. Hey, Travis, it's Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going, Tony?
Pretty good. How you doing, man? You decided to stay out this time? How's the car handling for you?
Car's pretty tight. I've been trying to baby the tires a little bit. I think it's too early to go grab another set quite yet. I think we'll have enough cautions to keep going and rotating tires in. Haven't quite got 30 laps on these, so I figured I'll try to stay out and keep a couple extra sets for the end.
10-4. You guys, what is it? Is it 5 or 6 sets total?
We got 4 sets total, so we should be going about 30 laps on a set of tires.
Right, okay. Yeah, you're right at lap 25, so we'll see how that works out for you. Good luck, and yeah, we'll talk to you later on in the race.
All right, thank you much, Tony.
Bye now. And that is Travis Yacovucci now inherited the lead here. And you're going to see if he can make stretch those Goodyears out just a little bit. And we're going to, as they're going to make their way around, they're going to have at least one more lap of caution here. And while we're doing that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turn number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Here we go. It's just about to go away. They both coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 in North Wilkesboro.
All right, here we are, right in time here. Pace truck is in. We're going to start restart here on lap 27. Green flag is out, and we're racing. There's Yacovucci. Going to see if he can stay ahead of those guys with those fresh tires, man. I tell you, he might have his work cut out for him here. There's the 87 Hall. He also stayed out. And there's McCoy coming down on the inside. And Kyle McCoy, I tell you, he's just showing right there. Your tires have about 27 laps on them. Still not quite a match for for some fresh Goodyears there. There's Nate Lynch. He quickly got by, Yacovucci and Roddy Davenport. Now up in the third spot. Kevin Luttrell, he's still there hanging with those lead guys. Also the 45, Conklin. He's right on the 4 car there. He's thinking about making a move there. Dylan Glass in 6th position after the restart here. He's followed by the 28, Derek Offerman. Boy, look at that. There, how packed they are back there now. Yakovucci, he's still in the top 10, currently 9th. And he's doing pretty good now. Those guys behind him, that's Patrick Hasty and Brian Chu there in that Gatorade car. Look like they might be gaining on him. It'll be interesting to see if he can hold on to a top 10 position here. They look like they're starting to stack up behind the 67 there just a little bit. Now you can see them. They see them kind of go by there. There's Hasty. He's him and Brian Chu and company. They're going right on by the 67 of Yakovucci. A little further back in the field, there's Steve Anderson. The 99 machine. He's working on that 18 of Michael Guidry for that 12th spot. There's 14 of Jerry Hutchison. He's also part of that group. You know, like I said, pretty much everybody stopped and got tires. And like I said, I think the only folks who didn't were Yakovucci, Kyle Hall, and Douglas Hooper. Let's see where Yakovucci is. He's currently 19th. Kyle Hall, he's back there in 22nd position. Douglas Hooper's running along in 25th. Looks like he might have lost touch with the pack there. Oh, that car looks like it's getting a little out of shape. I know he wanted to stretch those tires. I don't know if the tires are starting to really fade on him or not, because he definitely he dropped like a rock. He lost 7 positions, and so yeah, it was a good try. I think he said he wanted to try to get at least 30 laps on these tires, but now we're lap 33, and if he doesn't lose a lap, I don't think he'll lose a lap. You know, he's definitely not at the same pace as the leaders, but if he can hang on till maybe the next the cycle here with the tires, you know, he may have an extra set left at the end of the race. So Travis Yakovucci playing that long game here tonight. Him and I would say Kyle Hall, even though they're at the back right now. Let's look back up the front. There's Kyle McCoy. Boy, he stretched out a bit. 7/10 on Riley Davenport. Davenport up into the 2nd spot there. Davenport was also having some good runs last week, and got caught up in a little unfortunate things there at the end of the race, but having a good run so far. Not a cloud in the sky here at Chicagoland Speedway today. It looks like he's trying to move in on that 7. And we've seen some of the guys in the past, including Davenport, they were pretty strong at the start of the run with those tires. And of course, they would fade a little bit towards the middle of the stint. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep up this pace that they have here. And there's Nate Lynch right behind them. He hasn't really gone anywhere. Of course, Kevin Luttrell, he's right there. Eric Conklin. Oh, Conklin into the wall. got away. I saw him. I thought I saw him catch a little bit of apron there when we were locked in on Luttrell there earlier. Managed to save it. He kind of almost did the same thing Patrick Hasty did at the start of the race. The car doesn't look like it has any damage that we can see here. The nose looks okay there, and yeah, the rear of the car looks okay. Let's look at the right rear of the car. You see sheet metal a little bit of scratched up there, you know, from making contact, but not too bad actually. Well, he's got Derek Offerman starting to try to close in on him just a little bit here. The rest of these guys, they're spaced out a little bit. See, there's Offerman and Mike Lynch right behind him there in the 2 car, up to 7th spot. He's got the 18 of Michael Guidry there. That's another little gaggle of cars. Once you start getting back here, is Trey Jackson in the 9th place, Patrick Hasty rounding out the top 10. And that's the first time I've seen Dylan Glass out of the top 10, running 11th at the moment. And he's getting a few cars stacking up behind him there. Looks like that's the 99 of Steve Anderson behind Glass. Meanwhile, up the front, Riley Davenport is starting to close in on the 7, Kyle McCoy. Now lap 41 of 120. McCoy, man, oh no! And here's another guy that's made a little tap on the wall here. Managed a great save by Davenport, and he's still running second. He had a bit of a cushion on Nate Lynch there. Probably a good thing. Right now he's still just about a second ahead of the 3 car. He needed every bit of that gap too to give him a chance to recover and not lose a position. And when we were talking to Iacovucci, he was saying it was tight, and so I'm wondering what these other guys are thinking. Is it a tight situation, or is it did it like snap loose on him, or what? But I don't see now Davenport. He is in the chat tonight. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk with him if there's another caution, and we'll see how that works out. Nate Lynch still not able quite to make up any ground on Davenport. Just about a second behind, but I tell you, Kevin Luttrell, he's trying to make up some ground on the 3 car. Right now, these guys are showing fairly equal pace. No one quite able to gain on anybody else. It looked like we may have some. Let's jump up here on board with Kyle McCoy. Got some lap cars coming into the picture here. There's the 87 to Kyle Hall. He may be in danger of going a lap down here in a couple of laps. There's McCoy and there's Hall right there. Not that far away from the leader. Now I'm showing here that Kyle Hall, he did finally stop, and I guess he decided, you know what, I better go ahead and get some tires, and that's why he got, and he taps the wall a little bit, and that's why he was able to, that's why he did lose a lap, because they probably did a green flag pit stop, and we didn't see that happen. But yeah, it looks like now, Douglas Hooper is also coming in. So the guys that stayed out, they're starting to rethink that strategy now, and of course they're going to be out of sync with the. Now, they may not be rethinking it. I would say they're just running a different strategy here, and so they're definitely going to be off sync with the rest of the field. And it depends on how this thing plays out. Now, also here comes Travis Yacovucci. In fact, he's now see they went a little further here. And I believe that's lap 47 now. Yacovucci's in. Everybody else, it was around, what was it, lap 20, 25, I believe it was when they stopped. Actually, lap 23 when the majority of the field pitted. Yacovucci down and away. Of course, that's going to put him a lap down at the moment here. Back up to your leader here. Everything is still status quo up the front here. Instead, Davenport still running second position despite tagging the wall there just ever so slightly. However, Kevin Luttrell did indeed get around the 3 of Nate Lynch. Luttrell up to the 3rd spot. Lynch now trailing the 4 car. There's the 20 of Derek Offerman up to the 5th spot. And also, here comes the 2 of Mike Lynch. Spoke with Mike very, very briefly during practice. He's feeling pretty good. I think he thinks he's going to be a force to be reckoned with before this thing is over. So we'll keep an eye on the 2 machine. He's already up well inside the top 10 here. Michael Guidry at 7th position. He's up in the top 10. Patrick Hasty, he's no stranger to the top 10. You know, he's had his share of bad luck during the season, but he's definitely there. Dylan Glass has made his way back into the top 10, now running 9th. A little further back, there's Brian Lynch. He's in the 12th spot. Lee Tucker, you know, he had a little brush with the wall. He's running 14th. And Eric Conklin trying to hold on to that 13th spot. So everybody has pitted now. Everybody has pitted at least once and used at least one of their sets of tires. We were talking to Travis Yacovucci, and he said they had 4 sets, and I'm thinking that included the set that they started on. So they only have 3 more sets, and everybody's burned one of them. There goes Tucker taking that 13th spot there from Conklin. Tucker now up to 13th. We're at lap 52 of 120, so they've got 2 more sets to work with. These laps are, you know, we've only had that 1 caution. These laps are rattling off pretty good here. If these guys can stretch these tires, you know, it'll be interesting at the end of the race. If a lot of guys have a fresh set of good years. Oh, you can hear him get out of it quite a bit there and avoid making contact with that turn 4 wall. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing of who can make these tires last the most. McCoy's still your leader. Only about a half second now from Davenport. And there's Nate Lynch once again. He's gotten by Luttrell again. He's trying to work his way back up, put more pressure on the 81. He might have decided to back off a little bit, try to save that rubber a little bit, and don't push so hard. Davenport obviously not suffering any damage from his scrape with the wall. So showing excellent pace to not keep up with the 3 and stay ahead of the 3 at this moment. But here they go. We'll see what Nate Lynch decides to do. Is he going to make a run on it? Taking a look on the inside, and we do have a caution. Caution flag is out, and it looks like it was it might have been Robert Ramsey. I think he might have just been a self spin, maybe. Let's look at Lee Tucker. Let's see. I think this was probably Robert Ramsey. Let's take a look at the replay here on Ramsey here. And there's see the 43 up there. Yeah, and oh boy, yeah, and he tried to keep it up on the wall, and when it came off, remember I was saying, sometimes it seems like you're just sucked right up to the wall, and then when you finally get it off the wall, sometimes you just shoot right down the track, and I believe that's what triggered the yellow there. Everyone else seems to, no one had any kind of collisions that we could see. Let's take it back live here. Doesn't look like he's showing any damage there. Car looks pretty smooth on the right front, and also the right rear. Not too bad at all, really. So let's see, and then here your leaders, they're coming in. McCoy once again bringing them in, followed by Davenport. There's Lynch, Kevin Luttrell, Offerman, and and company. The whole field is coming down. Does anybody decide to stay out this time? I think, let's see, who is that I see out? The 11, the Brian Chu. He's decided to stay out this time, and he is going to inherit the lead. Now, this is lap 57. They stopped. The last time they stopped was lap 23. So he's got 34 laps on those tires. Let's see if Brian is in the I think I saw Brian in the chat here. There he is right there. Let's see if we can get him on the horn here. Hey, Brian, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mic check. Brian, you got a copy? I kind of heard you. It might be just your mic giving you a little problem. I think you can hear me, but I can't really hear you at all. I'm going to put you back down to the AFK channel. Good luck, buddy. Yeah, we have some communications difficulties with some of the drivers, and we'll see if we can get that worked out for you there. And lap 50 and the caution laps, of course, do count. Now lap 58 here under caution. And looks like I don't see anybody else on pit road, so everybody stopped. Pretty much the whole field stopped that time. Scott Black, he's coming in. I don't know if he had any damage. Now, he's already been in twice, and the car doesn't look like it has any damage that we can see here. He might be just deciding to just top it off. I don't know if he got tires. Now he's getting, looks like he's just getting left side tires. Now, see, that's also an option you have. You have a certain amount of tires, and you have 3 sets to work with, but you don't have to take 4 tires. Just because you come in and take tires, you can stretch it out, get right sides or get left sides. And Blackie decided to come in and get some left side tires. And we'll see how that works for him later on in the race. Currently in 23rd position here. So he makes his way back out on to the track here to catch up to the field. Now we're showing somebody else also in. There's Kenneth Heasley. He's making his way down pit road. Let's see if he takes 4 tires or maybe takes a couple tires. And doesn't look like, maybe he's just getting fuel. Jack's not going up on either side of the car, so I think he just did a fuel stop there to top off the tank. Didn't stall on him, did it? And he stopped. Not sure what happened there. Looked like he was getting ready to leave, and now he's going. Okay. Might have just had to make an adjustment there before he could get back on track safely. No one else is, let's see. Okay, Ramsey, he's also making his way out. He came in as well. So Brian Chu is now your leader. Let's see if we can, let's hop on board here with Kyle McCoy. Let's find McCoy and see if we can find him in the chat here. Let's see, we'll move him up to the booth here with us. Hey, Kyle, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, I got you.
Hey, man, that car looking strong out there today so far, huh?
Yeah, we've been fast so far. The tire situation is going to be interesting as we get closer to the end, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we saw some guys early try to stretch it out, and that definitely did not work for them. And I even saw some guys doing like maybe just like left side tires only or something. And are you thinking you might go that route or try to make it last?
We'll see. We're trying to stretch this set as far as possible. It's hard to pit at that, or not pit at that situation and then hope for a caution, because if you don't get one, you got to pit under green and your lap's down. So it's kind of the box we're in right now, but that's okay. That's part of the strategy of it. It's fun.
10-4. Well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later on.
Appreciate it, man.
Bye now.
All right, so we're starting halfway. I'm going to save the crap out of this set.
Okay, and that's Kyle McCoy there, getting ready to get back underway, get back to business here. Lights are out on the pace truck. It'll be lap 61. Boy, isn't that something? We're halfway done with this race already. There's McCoy, Brian Chu, the 81 of Davenport right there. And green flag is out, and we're racing once again. Brian Chu stayed out in that 11 car. I don't know, folks. I think he might get run over here. We'll see what happens. There's McCoy. He's gotten by the 11. Davenport also, and there's Brian Chu. He's just he's falling down the order already in 7th position. And we saw Travis Iacovucci try. Oh, and he got into the 2 of Mike Lynch. Oh boy, look at that! What a heck of a save. 2 cars still running. No caution. We're still green. Wow, that was one heck of a save there by the 2 of Mike Lynch. Good grief. And I know everybody's hearts were in their throat there. And no, we got somebody spinning in the back there. Who was that? I just saw somebody spin. Couldn't didn't even tell us who it was that spun. Let's see. No, it's not showing. It's not even showing who that was that spun. Normally we'll get a report when a car spins, and we were looking. We were on the onboard camera there, looking rearward, and I saw all the way back at the back somebody was spinning, and don't really know who that was. And as far as I can tell, everybody's rolling along here. So nobody seems to be a problem there at all. Now, if that did not involve Travis Iacovucci, he would get a lucky dog, I would think, and be able to come on around. And we'll see what happens when the field gets up here and everybody's catching up to the pace car, because Travis Iacovucci is in the lucky dog position. Now, I think they're checking up now behind the pace car. Well, we'll know for sure when he crosses the line here. Because if the caution comes out, if you're not involved in it, okay, he didn't get a wave around. So I don't know if that was him or not. A few guys on pit road. Brian Chu, of course, he decided, yeah, I better go ahead and get those tires on there. Ramsey on his way out. There's Chu getting under his way there. There's Michael Weber making his way out in the 64 machine. And I think so far it's those three are the only three I saw. McCoy still your leader. Oh, wait a minute. Is that somebody just, is that Yakovuchi I see going around there? Yep, there he is. Okay, he got his wave around, so he should be able to be at the tail end of the lead lap now. I kind of thought he was going to be the lucky dog there. Nobody else is on pit road that I see. Oh, and just as I say that, here comes Eric Conklin coming in, bringing that Dunkin' Donuts machine in. Let's see if he gets some tires here. This is he's already been in twice. He may just be topping off with the field just because they have been having some long runs here. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, both the tires and interesting combination, the tires and the fuel. And it doesn't look like there are any tires going on the car. Might have a little bit of damage there. The rear looks okay. Let's see, he is the only car on pit road at the moment. It's a nice big track here. Chicagoland Speedway is 1.53 miles in length. So if you have to stop for pit, get service, you have time to get in there and get out of there. And, you know, unless it's some damage or something that you have to fix, looks like he's going to go a lap down. He's still sitting on pit road. Here comes the field now. There they come. Unless he drops the hammer and goes right now, it looks like he's not going to go. So, oh, there he is. He's cut it right to the last moment there. He was up there near the front anyway, pit exit, so he was able to, he timed that close, but he got out and was able to stay on the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. And Dylan Glass is, let's see, who did I see? He's on pit road. Yeah, Dylan Glass is on pit road. Looks like he's got at least right side tires. Let's see if he puts the lefts on. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a full set here. Down and away. So that the only car really a lap down is Douglas Hooper, who actually is just leaving out of the pit road himself, and he's the last. Of course, he's the last car that's running anyway. So, all things being equal, if there's another caution, then possibly he might be the lucky dog, and we'll have everybody on the lead lap. Every car that's running would still be on the lead lap if he manages to be the lucky dog. If there's a caution in the near future. Meanwhile, up the front, the lights are still on the pace truck. I think they're getting ready to go out here. Let's see as they cross the start-finish line here. And, yep, we'll be going green next time around. Just a reminder, we got a lot of great racing for you during the weekend as well. And don't forget to join us on Saturday night for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge, the Cup Series, and then Sunday afternoons for the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, right here on Rice Motorsports TV. Pace truck bringing them down towards turn 4. It'll be lap 68 on the restart. Making their way out of turn 4 here. Pace truck's getting ready to head on in. Pace truck is in, waiting for that green flag. Green flag is out, and we're racing once again here at Chicagoland. McCoy drops the hammer. Davenport's right there. Also, Kevin Luttrell, he's not letting them go. And the usual suspects, there's Nate Lynch. Derek Offerman's right there as well. There's the 24. Brian Lynch, oh boy, the Lynch brothers. Mike Lynch in the 2 machine gets by his brother Brian Lynch in the 24. He's kind of gotten by him. Okay, now he's completed the pass there. They're battling for that 5th spot. I think that's Patrick Hasty right behind them there in the 9 car, that blue and yellow car back there. And boy, they've caught the 20 of Derek Offerman. Boy, things are getting a little tight here. Guys starting to get up on the wheel just a little bit more. You know that's going to happen the closer they get to the end of the race here. Now, who is that? Somebody's up in the wall. Is that Nate Lynch? He was up there mighty high. I don't know if that was Lynch or McCoy. It looked like a red car. McCoy, he's falling back a little bit. Now he's back to the 4th spot. That's allowed Kevin Luttrell to get up to the point there. Riley Davenport still doing good to hold on to that 2nd spot. He got up to that 2nd spot, and he has just stayed there ever since he got there. Hasn't been able to quite get to the lead. Now he's taking a peek, thinking about it. Looking on the inside. Taking that low line. Boy, that's the 4. Luttrell went way high there. Riley Davenport is your new leader. McCoy is recovered back up to the 2nd spot. He wants that top spot again. 81's trying to hold on to it. The guys racing hard here. And boy, there's Kyle Luttrell. He is right there with them too. I mean, he is staying right there. Looks like McCoy has got the advantage as they come off of 4. Oh, we got a caution. Caution is out. And looks like this might be the 43 of, let's see. Let's go back to Ramsey. Yeah, there's Ramsey. Oh, he's a little tore up there this time. The bumper. Oh, and they just lost the front bumper. Yep. He'll probably, maybe he decided he's going to tow in. So it's going to take him a while to get back to pit road. Let's take a look at that and see what happened here. Oh, and somebody else, who is that? That was a 99, Steven Anderson. He ricocheted off the wall and came down and hit the 43. Oh, man, talk about tough luck for Robert Ramsey. And he's rolls over, does 1 barrel roll or half a roll there, and now a full barrel roll. Bounces off the roof. The bumper finally loses the front bumper. Or the 51 of Scott Black. Does he get by? The 43, and Black locks it down. He manages to avoid the bouncing 43. There goes the 29 going by on the inside. Wow. He was along for a ride, and everybody managed to get by him. Let's go ahead and bring that live again. He's getting towed in. Now there's Steve Anderson. He drove into the pits. And now, see, he used his fast repair. anyone that may be new to iRacing, they have a feature called a fast repair where, the leagues, you can have as many as you want, how they set up the series. In this league, they only have one fast repair, and if your car gets damaged, hey, you can use that fast repair and you get back out there like brand new. And now he's used that one fast repair, and he's got to make it last now. But we're getting close to 3/4 of the way done with the race here, and so hopefully he can keep that 99 car out of trouble. Now, nobody else is on pit road at the moment. McCoy once again is your leader. And I tell you, Davenport, Luttrell, Lynch, Offerman, they're all right there too. Okay, we're gonna.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? How'd you get here? Kevin, you got a mic?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Did I accidentally hit something wrong? My bad.
Yeah, well, you're just in the broadcast booth, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to get out.
Yeah, man, but you're doing good, man. You're up there battling for that lead, man, I tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little dicey because I don't want to set too fast of a pace because this track really wears the tires. So I'm kind of trying to keep that healthy middle ground. I noticed following Nate usually kind of helps with that.
10-4. I mean, does it seem loose out there? I've seen a few guys tap the wall at times, or is it more of a tight condition?
It's really tight off of the exit. You have to really make sure timing, getting back on the gas, just kind of right. And if you don't do it, you usually kind of hit that wall, and your car usually bounces. If that makes any sense.
Yes, I mean, I guess you guys don't really want to bounce off that wall because we just saw, I forgot who it was, somebody bounced a little too hard there and collected the 43, and I guess he's, I don't know if he's still on pit. I think he's done now. He's still, he's back out on track, but yeah, that can have some adverse effects on you. Anybody want to give a shout out to though?
I guess my mom.
10-4. All right, man. Well, good luck, man, and we'll talk to you later on. What channel did you want to be in? Did you want to be in AFK channel?
Oh, sorry?
Did you want to be in the AFK channel? Is that the channel you were trying to get to?
Yeah, let's do that.
10-4. I'll put you down there. Good luck now.
All right, thank you.
Okay, that's Kevin Luttrell. Been having a good run here today. And see if he has anything there for the those lead guys. There's the 7 and the 81. I do believe the lights are out on the pace truck. No, they're still going. Okay, so we're gonna have at least one more lap of caution here. We're gonna take a quick break and be right back. You're watching the Midwest Winston Cup Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, we're back. Here we are. Restart lap number 79. Kyle McCoy back up at the front. Hey, there we go again. It's the McCoy and Davenport show. Riley Davenport, he had the lead there just for us a little bit, but trying to get back up there. Kevin Luttrell, he's coming under attack there. The 3 of Nate Lynch. Offerman not too far behind in that 20 machine. Definitely a bit of a chess game going on with, you know, managing these tires and navigating this course here. And we've had some good racing here. We had a couple of, you know, little spins and stuff, but, you know, guys might bounce off the wall a couple of times. But, you know, no, everybody's been racing hard and racing clean. And but as far as I can tell, yeah, the great show being put on tonight here by the Midwest Winston Cup Series. It looks like McCoy, he's trying to stretch it out there. These guys are almost equal distance here between each other. But they've kind of gotten themselves a little regulated there. A little further, there's Offerman, and behind him, Mike Lynch. Lee Tucker, whoa, Tucker's got a bit of a train behind him. He's trying to hold on to that 7th position. Got the 31 of Trey Jackson. I believe that's Patrick Hasty back there too. Joseph Ward and Patrick Hasty. Hasty, he's battling hard to trying to get up there and get some better position there. Joseph Ward running in 9th position. Oh, we got a caution. And, oh, boy, this one might be involved a few guys here. It looks like, okay, Kenneth Heasley. This might be involving Heasley. Let's see if we see him. Oh, boy, Heasley in the 45, Eric Conklin. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's look at let's look at Eric Conklin here and on the replay, see if we can see what happened here. Oh, let's run it back a little bit. He was already in motion there. Let's run it back so we can see what happened here. Let's slow it down just a little bit. We'll go to the roof cam. Is there something happening in front of him that caused him to spin? Now we see, who is that in front of him there? Is that the 53, Christopher Wade? He's sliding up into that, not the outside line, but he's going along there. Don't really see what started that just yet. Let's go to the chopper view here. Let's wind it down a little further. Okay, there we are. You see the 45. He gets into the wall there. And looks like somebody else up there ahead of him is getting into the wall. Can't make out who that is right at the moment. So we got 2 cars in the wall. That's probably Heasley, I would think. Okay, that's Heasley right there. But anyway, yeah, Conklin, he's going sideways there. Looks like he tried to save and he spun up onto the track. Oh boy, somebody just went by. Oh, and there goes, and there's the who is that? Is that the 40? I can't even make out who that is. I think that's the 26 right there. I think that was Heasley right there. Yep, and that's where they came together. So yeah, he was the 45 was trying to save it, and that thing, you know, when you get down on that apron and that car just goes around, boy, that's you know, you're kind of along for the ride. It catches that apron, and sometimes it can just shoot you back up on the track. Let's take it back live here. He's on pit road. Michael Guidry, he's making his way out. Conklin's on pit road. Both Conklin and Heasley are the only 2 on pit road. McCoy is still your leader, followed by Riley Davenport. Nate Lynch is in third now. Derek Offerman is in fourth position. Now, wait a minute. We're missing, who's missing from this picture? Where is he? Let's see. Where is Kevin Luttrell is back in 20th position. And, you know, maybe while we were looking at that replay, I think maybe he came in and got some tires. So there might have been a strategic move here by the 4 car. It put him back at the back of the pack, but this may help him toward the end of the race. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out for him. Now on lap 86 of 120, these laps are winding down. Lee Tucker made his way up into the top 10 here. Now running 6th. Eric, is that mic check? This is Eric Conklin.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? Are you trying to get to the AFK channel? Everybody.
I was talking to a friend earlier, but hey, is this the broadcast?
Yeah, because because this is the broadcast booth channel. I didn't know if you were trying to get in the AFK channel or not, but yeah, man, you know you're how are things going out there for you tonight?
Well, the car is definitely very tight. I've been struggling with it all night. That previous wreck, I hit the wall, got loose. I've really been all over the place all night. Just been trying to save it left and right. I think if we can get a top 15 here, I'll be happy with it. Chicagoland with these cars is definitely not my track. I'm going to try and fix up my act here and stop wrecking all over the place.
Yeah. How many sets of tires do you have left?
We have 1 set of tires. I've really just been fixing up damage when I go on the pit road.
10-4. Well, hang in there, man. And you want me to put you in the AFK channel? Is that the one you want to get to, or is it another channel that you're
I was talking with a friend earlier. I'll try to get back with him.
Do you know what channel you want to go to, though, from here?
Yeah, you can put me back in AFK.
Okay, well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Nah. Well, that's a good way to get an interview, folks. You know, we've been having, I told you we were having a trouble trying to reach some of the guys, and guys are coming to visit us. How about that? That's all right, though. Eric Conklin trying to make it to the end of this race here. Meanwhile, up the front here, the leaders, I think the lights are out. Yeah, lights are out on the pace truck, so it'll be lap 89 when we go green once again. And making their way for turns 1 and 2. And nobody else is on pit road, so we're everybody's the usual suspects up the front: McCoy, Davenport, Lynch, Offerman, Lee Tucker up 5th position, Mike Lynch, Joseph Ward. He's one of your. I think he's like in the top 3 in the standings, so he's happy to be up in the top 10. Trey Jackson, Dylan Glass back into the top 10. And Brian Lynch, the 24 car. Looks like he's rounding out the top 10 here. Everybody's got a lot to race for here. Here we go. The pace trucks are making their way out of 4. The truck will be peeling off any second now. There he goes, waiting for that green flag. And we're racing once again here at Chicagoland. McCoy trying to drop the hammer. Look at Davenport under a lot of pressure this time. There goes Nate Lynch taking a look on the inside. Davenport able to get away. Both him and McCoy have really been getting some good starts, and Davenport managed to get around the 7 car this time. Now, can he stay there? After a couple of laps, these tires get back up to operating temperature. Oh boy, and they're close there. McCoy had to duck to the inside. And we saw 81 try to hold that lead on the inside line earlier in the race. Wonder if he'll stick to that higher line this time. Nate Lynch right there taking a look at both of them. He's got Offerman right behind him, and I believe that's Lee Tucker right behind Offerman. It looks like the 7 of McCoy that he's going to get by. It looks like the 3 is going to get by the 81 possibly as they go down the backstretch. Davenport trying to hold on to that second position. If they go in turn 3, it looks like he's going to have to concede that to the 3 car. Boy, he had to duck low to avoid the 3. And now he rockets back, trying to fight back, battle back to that second position. He is going to get it. And here comes Derek Offerman taking a look on the inside of the 3. He's going to get him as they go to the backstretch here. Boy, these guys are really mixing it up here at the front. McCoy, he's not free and clear himself. There's Riley Davenport battling back, trying to get that lead once again. Right on the tail of that 7 car. I would say this is a bit of a rhythm track. You got to hit those marks just right, so as not to push up into that wall. Pick up that throttle just the right moment. But Riley Davenport having a very good run here so far. Trying to open up a little bit of a gap to 3rd and 4th place there. Offerman and Lynch. Oh, we got a caution. Caution on the field, lap number 94. And it looks like it might be Hutchison here. Hutchison going slow there in the 14 machine. Possibly a self-spin. Let's go back and look at the replay here. There's Hutchison. There's Dylan Glass. And it looks like Hutchison, yeah, he just drifted up to the wall. Oh, and then he goes back and hits it a little harder, trying to lock it down so no, he doesn't collect anybody. Good job. He locks it down as the field goes by, and that was the end of that incident. So he looks like he probably has a little bit of a, looked like the front knocked in there just a little bit on the 14 car. Let's take it back live here for you. Now he might, I don't know. I don't think he's been in for any kind of real damage. He might go ahead and, we're at lap 95. He might go ahead and burn his fast repair. We'll see what happens here if the 14 comes in. Making his way down to turn 3 now. The leaders are coming in. Everybody at the front's coming in. McCoy and the whole field coming down pit road. Racing on the track, racing on pit road as well. Let's see what Davenport looked like. He's got right sides at least. He might be getting a full set. I'm sorry. Yep, left side's going on. Down and away. Let's see where he ends up at. Race off of pit road there. Trying not to get that speeding penalty, though. It looks like he's going to come out 8th position behind Nate Lynch. Scott Black, he is now your leader. Now everybody else is showing like 3 and 4 times that they've stopped. The majority of the field, I would say 3. Scott Black, he's actually been in 4 times. Now, I don't know if he just got tires. I didn't notice if he stopped with the group. He might have stayed out. He might have recently got tires. I wonder if he's in the, let's see if he's in the chat. Let's see here. There he is. Let's see if we can grab him here real quick. Let's see if we can get in touch with him here. Hey, Scott, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing, Tony?
Hey, pretty good, man. Hey, did you you got yourself right up to the front there? Did you already have tires before that caution? Or?
I'm on about 15, 20-year-old tires, so I expect them to overtake me pretty easy here. But I'm just trying to take my tires off sequence with the leader, so mix it up, save that fast repair, and see if I can get tires with 10 laps to go and run some people down. But
10-4, yeah, man. Managed to stay out of trouble here today, and like you said, do your best to hold on to that fast repair at all costs.
Yeah, I think the wreck or two coming. Maybe not. Could be some clean racing, but you know how it is. Everybody starts going for that win at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my daughter Katie and my nephews Charlie and George, and all my Blacks and Bucktons, all my family watching.
10-4, man. Well, good luck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Vince too.
Okay, yeah.
So I appreciate you doing the broadcast as always.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you guys put on a great show, man. And you were in the AFK channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'll put you back down there when we're done and stuff. But yeah, man,
okay.
you guys put on a great show, man. And good luck, and we'll see how things work out for you.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Take it easy.
You too.
All right, that's Scott Black. Everybody's got their strategy, and as you can see, Scott, he said what his is, and I mean, of course, everybody's going to try to hold on to a fast repair, but also trying to keep a set of fresh Goodyears there as close to the end of the race as possible. And right now he's is your leader. Now he said he figured he'll probably get run down by the rest of the pack. If he's only got about 15 laps, we had some other guys that had been out like 25 or so. So we'll see. We'll see if he can stay up to the front or see how far back he falls. He may not fall back terribly far. It might work out for him, and we're at lap 98. Boy, we only have 22 laps to go. And let's see. Let's look at the pace car. The lights are off on the pace truck. And I take that. I think they're actually still running, so we might have one more lap of caution here. So yeah, this is it blanked out on us a little bit there. So yeah, this could get interesting here. He does have one more set. If they have another caution, he might dive in with the rest of the field, or if they opt to stay out, if it goes like maybe 5 or 10 laps and has a caution. And like you said, throw those fresh Goodyears on and see what he can do from there. Because, when you don't have that many laps left, you can lean on them pretty hard. You're not trying to worry about saving tires now. Use every bit that you can before they fall off. Scott Black is your leader. Kevin Luttrell, of course, he's been up the front pretty much all day. Steve Anderson, he hasn't been up this close to the front all day. Neither him or Patrick Hasty. Of course, they have the 7 of Kyle McCoy back there in 5th, and then a lot of the guys that have been running up the front. There's Offerman, Nate Lynch, Riley Davenport back in 8th spot. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. And there's Travis Iacovucci up into the top 10 there, running 9th. And remember, he stopped. He stayed out really early, I think, in that first stop that they had. Now he's got his way into the top 10. So, hey, anything can happen, folks. It's never over till it's over. Making their way out of turn 4 here. Pace truck getting ready to peel in. There it goes. Scott Black leading them down to the field, waiting for the green. And they've got it, and they're racing. Here we go. Across the line, it's lap 100 of 120. Kevin Luttrell hard on the 51. He's going to go by on the inside. There, Patrick Hasty stacked up behind the 51 a little bit. Yeah, and they're blowing by. I mean, Black was kind of expecting that, a little bit of contact there for Hasty. Still running though. Oh, who is that? Is that Scott Black on the wall? Looks like he got to rub the wall there just a little bit, probably trying to stay out of the way of the really fast cars, the guys on those fresh tires. Now he expected to fall back a little bit. Looked like he's back to about maybe 16th position there, maybe like 17th now. So, oh, and we got a caution. We got a caution. Looks like this is Jerry Hutchison. That's the 14 car again. And okay, Hutchison, he might have towed to the pits because he immediately jumped over the pit road. When you see that happen, that's usually when they hit the tow option, and it's going to take him probably a couple of minutes just to get back to pit road. So, not sure exactly what happened there. Oh, and Kenneth Heasley, wow, he also something happened there. Let's look at Hutchison first and see if we can see what happened here. Let's look at the replay. Heasley having there's Hutchison, there's a 31, and they kind of got together there a little bit. Oh boy, and there was the 26, Kenneth Heasley. Let's run that back and look at it again from a different angle. We'll slow it down a little bit here. Let's go from the chopper view here. And there's the 14 car Hutchison. He's down there to the right, kind of sort of a rainbow colored car there a little bit. And there's you can see down below him is the 31 machine. The 31 now he's coming down and the 31's coming up. So I don't know if that's a racing incident or what, but they came together there, and of course he's trying to lock it down, and then of course he's gonna then, oh boy, and there comes the 26, boom, just no way he could get slowed down in time, and that's probably what prompted Hutchison to go ahead and just tow straight in. After that hard hit, he knew he was gonna have some damage there, and so there he is on pit road. He's still on pit road. Let's bring it live here. And looks like actually Hutchison has decided to put it behind the wall. So, yeah, he is done for the day. So Kevin Luttrell is your leader at the moment. He's got the 99 to Steve Anderson in second. McCoy's third. Patrick Hasty, the top 10 here, a little mixed up here now. The 9 car is in fourth spot. Riley Davenport still in the top 5 there. Fifth place. Derek Offerman, sixth. The 3 machine of Nate Lynch, 7th position. Travis Yacovucci still in the top 10 there, running in 8th at the moment. Michael Weber, 9th place, and Joseph Ward rounding out the top 10. I don't see anybody else other than Heasley on pit road. So Kevin Luttrell has got himself right up to the front here. Let's see. Let's see if we see. Let's see who else have we not talked to today. We haven't talked to Patrick Hasty. Is he in the chat here? Let's see. See if we can find Patrick. Let's see. We have several. We have different channels that the drivers can be in. I do not see Patrick Hasty in the chat, so we won't be able to talk to him. Oh, we haven't tried to talk to Riley Davenport, I don't believe. Let's see if we can find Riley here in the chat. See, he is in what channel is he in? He is in the AFK channel here. Hey, Riley, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, boy, I tell you, man, you've been running strong up there all day, man. You think you got something for him there, huh?
I think so. Pretty good show.
Yeah, how you been liking how the car's been handling today?
These little short runs are pretty good. Kind of get some heat in the tires, and then it just cycles them back over, and it's not putting wear on them. But the long runs, those kind of kill. They really put a wear on the tire.
Right, yeah. Well, you guys going to have less than 15 this time, and so you'll probably can just lean on them as hard as you want, I guess, with not so few laps left to go.
Yeah, I'm expecting another caution.
10-4.
Just the way this is going and Kansas was last week.
10-4. You got any more tires left?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, good luck, man, and we'll see what happens, and maybe we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Riley Davenport trying to make something happen here. Currently running in that 5th spot. I think the lights will be going out on the pace truck this time around. As we cross the line there, we cross the line, and yep, we will be going. It'll be lap 107 as we do the restart here. I tell you, it's getting down to it, and all the guys are. Everybody that is running, with the exception of, let's see, only one car, and that would be Kenneth Heasley. Everybody else is on the lead lap, so that's wow, that's pretty good. And so far, only showing 4 retirements: Hutchison, Ramsey, Rogers, and Marshall. I don't think Marshall actually started at all. So that's pretty darn good. 23 cars still on track. Pace truck bringing them down now to turn 3. Whatever you got, it's time to put it on the table now, folks, because getting right down to it. And all the cars are up at the front now. They've all stopped 3 times. Pace truck is in, waiting for that green flag. Here we go. Luttrell drops the hammer, and he's gone. McCoy right up to 2nd spot there. Gets by the 99. There's Davenport, and he also gets by the 99. Now they're off to try to catch the 4 machine. Boy, they're getting a little tight back there, a little further back. Luttrell, he's got almost a half-second lead on McCoy. Trying to stretch this thing out a little further back, though. There's Dylan Glass, and look at the pack that he's in back there. He's up to 7th position. And behind him, guys are starting to battle kind of hard here. You can see the leader right there. For Nate Lynch, he's looks like he's comfortably in the 3rd spot there. Got a bit of a gap between him and Derek Offerman. Offerman trying to hold off the 99 of Steve Anderson. Oh, and once again, McCoy has gotten by, and here comes Davenport. He's also trying to get by the 4. Both Davenport and McCoy have kind of been the class of the field so far today, especially Kyle McCoy. I think he's definitely now going to try to get away from that 81 car. The 81 car has been sticking just a little too close for comfort. Lap 110 of only 10 to go now. These guys are going to be giving it everything they've got now. Luttrell's trying to hold on to that 81. See if he can challenge for that 2nd spot again. Nate Lynch is starting to work himself to the picture here once again. Let's look a little further back. There's Patrick Hasty. He's still running 7th position. Boy, and they're tight behind him there. Travis Yakovucci, he's battling with the 11 there. Brian Chu. Chu getting by for that top 10 spot. Boy, he got down on that apron hard. He's chasing the 11 and being chased by the 59. There's the 2 of Mike Lynch also trying to make a move on the 67. The 59, he's gotten by. Looks like Mike Lynch is going to try to get by as well. Not a whole lot of room to work there. Boy, they're really bunched up here now. There's a 24. Look at that tight field right there. Brian Lynch and Christopher Wade, they're all right there. Boy, one wrong move and things going to go sideways in a hurry. 53 trying to dive down underneath the tube. Man, these guys are tight. Oh, boy, look at that. Almost 3 wide as they come to the line. Man, these guys are battling. You think they're battling for the win here. And this is back trying, not even in the top 10, and they're going after it. They don't care where they are in the track on the position. A racer's a racer. McCoy still leads. He's leading Davenport by a couple of tenths of a second. Man, this is some tough racing right here. There's Brian Lynch. Oh, my goodness. They're just moving around all over the place. Conklin trying to get, man, trying to keep that car down in his line. And we do have a caution somewhere. Let's see. Looks like it might have been Heasley again. It might have been just a self-spin. Oh, my goodness. This is going to set up a kind of a green-white checker here. Let's see. Where to begin? All of this happened right about the same time. Let's see. Okay, Hutcherson, he's already out, so it's Heasley that we're looking at here. Let's look at Heasley here. Okay, that's not the one we want to see. Let's look at this replay here. That's not the one we want to see either. These are some other incidences that he was involved in. Well, okay, maybe that is the whole thing. Let's run it back and see what happened here. Because it looked like it was a self-spin and nobody was around him. Or was it? Let's slow that down here. Let's look at the roof cam here with something happening in front of him. Doesn't look like looks like he's starting to push up towards the wall. Okay, somebody's going sideways there. That is the 14 there. 14 of Jerry Hutchison. Oh, wait a minute. This is an older replay because this is when he T-boned into him. But that's the last report that we have as far as anybody. So I'm not sure exactly what brought that caution out because I don't have any other reports of anybody else, causing the caution here. So your guess is good as mine. What exactly happened there? There's Scott Black. I think he probably took his last set of tires. Currently about 20th position, I believe. But boy, he's not going to have a whole lot of time to really make anything of it with, even though he has fresh Goodyears on. Let's go back, take it back live here. Boy, lap 117 to 20, definitely going to be a green-white checker. McCoy, he was leading at the time when the caution came out. Riley Davenport right there, along with Latrell Lynch, Offerman, Dylan Glass in 6th position, Hasty, Weber, Brian Chu, And Steve Anderson rounding out the top 10. And everybody is let's see, the 26 car. He's yeah, Heasley. He's the only one now not on the lead lap. Looks like Lee Tucker is coming in. A little bit of damage on that right front there. He might use his if he has a fast repair. He's probably gonna go ahead and use it. And let's see if he puts some tires on as well. Let's see what kind of pit stop he gets here. The number on the left there, that's his pit stop delta. That's the entire time he's on pit road. He used his fast repair. Not getting any tires. Look like he's just using the fast repair. I don't know if he has to get fuel, but or just look like he used the fast repair. So I don't know why he's still sitting there. Here comes the field, and he's down he's going off. So maybe he didn't use a fast repair. I thought he did. And that was a 25.5 second stop there for the 32 machine. Did manage to get out ahead of the pack. Trying to stay at the front here. I tell you, if the 81 and the 4 have anything, now is going to be the time to do it. And looks like Tucker's back on pit road again. Let's see, the lights are still on the pace truck, so we haven't gotten around to the start-finish line yet. He's in once again. Let's see if we can see. Maybe he didn't have a fast repair. He's just stopping, trying to get work done on the truck. On the car to, I guess maybe make it to the end of the race here. That might have been just a splash of fuel. Who knows? That was a much quicker stop, 8.6 seconds. And once again, down and away. Lights are out on the pace truck, folks. So, yeah, this is going to be a green-white checker situation here. I think they only get one shot at this. It may be one or two. I'm not sure, but I know. We'll see what happens here. The guys been put on a good show. I think they'll hold it together for at least a few laps here, at least to finish the race. Well, it's going to be go time for the 81 here. He knows that 7 can get going, but he has shown that he's been able to stick with him for the most part. And those guys behind him, they're going to be ready to go too. Nate Lynch is right there. And Kyle Luttrell, both Lynch and Luttrell have been there the entire time. Here we go. Coming out of turn 4. Hang on, folks. This could be it. Pace truck is getting ready to come in. Pace truck's in, waiting for that green flag. McCoy drops the hammer. We're racing possibly for the final time here at Chicagoland. You got a good jump there on the 81. There's Luttrell. He's going to make a move on the 81. The 81 probably didn't get as good a start as he really wanted to get. Now he's kind of in a bad spot. Oh, we do have a caution. Oh, man, and this looks like it's involving, Iacovucci and also Brian Lynch. Boy, man, this will be, I guess they're going to have another, I think they only have maybe 2 chances, and he can't even turn that car to go back to the pits. He may have to just tow in. From the looks of it, Brian Lynch is just sitting there, and Iacovucci, he's got going there. So Let's run that back here and see we can see what happened. Let's slow it down here. There's a 67 to Yakovuchi, and the 24 is right behind him there in the middle line. You know, he's coming down, and he pinched a 45 down there, and that's what got it going. And then, of course, now he's along for the ride, and he catches the other Lynch brother there in the 2 machine, Mike Lynch, and oh boy, big pileup. Oh man. Far more cars involved in that than I originally had thought. Looks like I'm sorry, who's that? The 87, Kyle Hall also got involved. Wow. So yeah, that's what happened there. Let's take it back live here. Looks like Yakovuchi had that one faster pair still in his back pocket. Kyle Hall, he's coming on pit road. See Mike Lynch, he's following. Oh, Mike Lynch, boy, that car. I hope he's got a faster pair. I don't think he's been in much trouble today, so he should have one. Good grief. Let's see that thing pop out brand new here. Does he have one? Hit that mark. Oh, that was weird. Okay, yeah, he got one. So, oh boy, I know he's glad about that. Probably he didn't feel he need tires. At this point, you know, probably wouldn't do much, not going to do a whole lot of good anyway, not for just a couple of laps. Although, you know, we've seen folks, you know, they hadn't long pitted anyway, so at least he got that faster pair. Brian Lynch, unfortunately, doesn't look like he has a faster pair left. And his night is all but done, pretty much done. Very unfortunate for the 24 machine there. He's the only other guy on pit road here. So here we go once again. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and come back for the finale here. And you're watching the Midwest Winston Cup Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, lights are out on the pace truck. And they're getting ready to make their way down the back stretch. And I think this is going to be it as far as green-white checkers. I believe they only get 2 shots at this. Boy, I tell you, it's been a heck of a race, man. And, of course, you expected to kind of wind up here a little bit at the end of the race. Guys start getting up on the wheel a bit more. McCoy, Luttrell, Davenport, Nate Lynch, Dylan Glass. Glass now up to the 5th spot. Derek Offerman, Patrick Hasty, Michael Weber, Brian Chu. Joseph Ward, your top 10. Making their way out of turn 4. McCoy said, what do I have to do to finish this race? Here we go again. Pace truck is in. And he's dropping the hammer like, let's get this thing going. McCoy trying to get away from the field. Makes a good run. And look who's right behind him. There's the 81. He's ready for the 4 this time. Can he catch the 7? He's going to have 2 laps to do it. I think they're going to get the white flag next time around. Davenport's got the 4 of Kevin Luttrell right there. Right now he's trying to battle off, holding off the 4. He can't really attack the 7. There's Dylan Glass. He's trying to make, white flag is in the air. Dylan Glass was taking a look on the inside. There's Nate Lynch. Glass now, he got tapped by Lynch there just a little bit, and he's in the wall. Meanwhile, here comes McCoy down the backstretch. Looks like Luttrell, he's going to get past Davenport, but it's not going to matter anymore now. Kyle McCoy, he is going to hold on. He's crossed the line, and he'll be your winner tonight here at Chicagoland. Boy, and I tell you, I know that he's been wanting to get this one here, man. He's been strong in several races, and he just knew that he could get down there, and he had everything working for him today, folks. And that is one happy camper right there, let me tell you. Kyle McCoy, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to get the guys, get them into the winner's circle here. See Davenport, he's in there. Let's see if we can get Luttrell in there as well. Get him in there. We're going to get McCoy in there as well. Boom, there he is. And we're going to head on down to the winner's circle ourselves here. Hey, guys. Boy, hey, Kyle, man, congratulations, man. Well, I tell you, I know you got feeling good tonight.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. This is kind of my home track. I'm from around here, so this one I wanted really bad.
I tell you, man, you were kind of the class of the field tonight, though. And I mean, Davenport, he was leaning on you pretty hard there a lot of times, but you kept it right up the front where you needed to be.
Yeah, I got lucky and some cautions fell at the right times. Able to keep that track position. That was really the biggest thing, to be able to stay up front, keep the tires, stay on a good schedule where the tires can end up with some stuff to race with at the end. So
10-4. Did you end up using all of your tires, or did you still have something left?
Yeah, I used my last set on lap 95, so it worked out to where I didn't have to be too worried. But at the same time, you're sitting there saying if somebody has an extra set, maybe they can make a run at the end of the race. But it didn't work out that way, so glad for it.
10-4. Anybody want to give a shout out to you?
Yeah, my dad's watching back here. I think we got some other people watching on stream. Started getting a little bit of a gathering. So, yeah. Thanks for putting the race on. Thanks to the league for doing this whole thing. It's been fun.
10-4. Congratulations, man. We'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Kevin, man, I tell you, good job, man.
Hey, thanks.
Well, I tell you, man, you were right up there, and you were hanging in that top 5 the whole time. I mean, you weren't no joke out there at all today.
Yeah, no, I honestly really like this track. I don't know, just especially with these cars, it's just a little tight, but it's still tight in a very like comfortable kind of way. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get just that type of feel that you're looking for, and it's just the right the right feel for you. Whatever suits your driving style there. So yeah, I guess this track really agrees with you.
Yeah, for sure.
10-4. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
My mom and dad. Yeah, I'll do that.
10-4. All right, man. Well, congratulations, man, and we'll let you go celebrate.
All right, thanks. 10-4.
Hey, Riley, man, I tell you, man, I thought you had something for him today, and I guess you just didn't have a chance to get back up there, but you sure gave it a good shot, man, and good to see you up at the front there. You've been strong. We've seen you have some strong races, and just had a little bit of bad luck at times, but awesome finish for you today for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good race. Tires weren't that bad, and then they're at the very end, I guess. I was easy on them up until the very end. I went and checked the tires after, and it looks like I had a right front go down, which is just bad luck on my side again.
Yeah. Oh man, darn. Is that something? So is that part of the new tire model or something? You actually have a tire go down?
Yeah, you can. The new damage model came out with it, and it's pretty effective. Like, someone drops a bumper on the track or something, you run over it, it'll blow a tire.
Wow. Okay, man. I tell you, but even with that though, you still managed to hang on and boy, you can keep folks like Nate Lynch behind you, man. You're doing good because I know he was hounding you pretty good there throughout the race.
Yeah, it was tough with him. Him and Kyle are really good.
Oh yeah,
they really know how to keep the tires in check and keep them on the long run.
10-4. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My mom and dad, you for doing the broadcast, and then Nate Lynch and all of those guys for hosting the league.
10-4, man. And yeah, well, congratulations again, and we'll let you go ahead and celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
You too.
And we're gonna go and try to grab. Where is Nate? I thought I saw him in here. Let's move him up to the booth here. Hey, Nate, how you doing, man? Tony in the booth. You got a copy? And I don't think he's there. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Well, we don't have Nate there, so we'll go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, and let's go ahead and show you your. Let's bring up the finishing order here for you. And there we go. Kyle McCoy, your winner. Kevin Luttrell, second. Riley Davenport, third. Nate Lynch, fourth. Derek Offerman, fifth. Patrick Hasty, sixth position. Dylan Glass, seventh. Michael Weber, eighth. Joseph Ward, ninth. Christopher Wade, 10th. Steve Anderson, 11th position. Brian Chu finishes 12th. Trey Jackson, 13th. Michael Gidry, 14th position. Scott Black, he made it back up to the 15th spot. Lee Tucker, 16th. Mike Lynch, 17th. Kyle Hall, 18th position. And 19th position we have Travis Iacobucci, Douglas Hooper, 20th. Kenneth Heasley, 21st. Eric Conklin in 22nd. Brian Lynch, 23rd. Jerry Hutchison, 24th. Robert Ramsey, 25th. 26th, we have Zachary Rogers, and 27th, John Marshall, although I don't believe he was able to finish. So once again, we want to thank you for joining us here tonight, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know the next time we go live here on Rice Motorsports TV. For all of us here, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.